Today we're going to be looking at arrays and multiplication. So an array is just another method to show how multiplication works. And the way that a lot of books will show it is if we have a multiplication problem like 3 times 4, the first number is the number of rows, and this is the second number will be the number in each row. So 3 is the number of rows, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then the number in each row is 4. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can go down another 3 rows. 3, 2, 3, 4. Now that I have drawn that, all I am doing is counting the number of boxes or tiles that are in this area. So an array is a great way to demonstrate area as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 rows by 4 in each row gives me a total of 12 tiles. Now, we can write this problem another way, which is 4 times 3. So we're going to see if the commutative law of multiplication works. And by commutative, I'm just switching the order of the 3 and the 4, kind of like we're doing an addition fact family. Now we're going to see if we can create a multiplication fact family. And we'll see if 3 times 4 is the same as 4 times 3. So I'm going to do 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 in each row, 1, 2, 3. Going to connect them and count the tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 times 3 also equals 12. So that is one of the first ways that we can use arrays in multiplication. Another thing we could do is we can use an array to help us create multiplication problems. So if this set is highlighted, I can do one of two things. One, I can count all the tiles inside. So in this first row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I can count all the way. And if I count all the way through all of the tiles, I will have a total of 32 tiles. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, what makes up 32 tiles? That took me a long time to count, and maybe there's a faster way to do that. Well, how many are in each row? Or how many rows are there? Let's count that first. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 4 rows. And there are 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 in each row. And as we went, and we had 32 in all. So as we kind of working backwards, we were able to take how we wrote it before. So the number of rows, which is 4, times the number in each row, which is 8 in each row, will equal the total number of squares or tiles, which is 32. So in this manner, you can use a picture that is already there in order to find the multiplication sentence that works with that array. One of the other things that is very useful for arrays is finding all the different ways we can multiply two numbers to get the same answer. And one of the things with arrays, you'll notice that they are always in complete rectangles. We don't have any jagged edges. We don't have any leftover blocks or squares. Everything is always evenly done. So one of the things we can do is find out how many ways to make a number. And that number, let's do 12. We already worked with that number a little bit. So ways to make 12. So the easiest thing is we'll have one row with 12 in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 1 times 12 equals 12. Next, I can go and do that similar thing, but instead of having one row and 12 in that row, I'm going to have 12 rows and only one in each row. So here I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and only one in each row, which will then give me 12 rows with one in each row also equals 12. Well, usually when I go through these, I like to go for the next number, and I will wonder if I have 2 rows, 1, 2, how many I need to make 12. So if I take 2 rows and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will also have 12. And I can double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it could be, you could think of it as also another way of skip counting. So I have 2 rows with 6 tiles equals 12. And let's see if that works in the opposite direction. So I'm going to have 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 2 in each row, and see if that gives us the same result. And I have a pretty good feeling that it will. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then I can say, and this is proving my thinking, that 6 times 2 is 12. Now we have the one that we did earlier, but we're going to give it another try, and that is 3 and 4. So we have 1, 2, 3 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4 in each row. And so that will say 3 times 4 is 12. And then we will change our direction and have 1, 2, 3, 4 down and 3 across. 1, 2, 3. And this will also give us 12. So we can now see, and we have actually proven that the different ways. So this is 4 rows of 3 in each row equals 12. So the different ways you can do to make arrays. Again, how these will generally work is the first number is the number of rows there are. The second number is how many in each row. And if you stick with that, the arrays will be like a ray of sunshine.